Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another CraftySimulations flight simulator video. Well, it is in the flight simulator, I guarantee you that. I've been thinking, I always say that obviously a good looking aircraft needs to be powered by a good sounding aircraft. The sounds of the aircraft make the aircraft. For me personally, it makes the aircraft. But there's also one other thing that kind of takes us away from the product of which we are trying to fly. And it don't matter if it's a helicopter or an aircraft or a microlight or what. It's the scenery. If you have photorealistic scenery or very, very good, well-created scenery, then you can believe that you are there. So if you have poor scenery, don't matter how good your aircraft is, you're just going to want to get out of there and basically not have to deal with poor scenery. So I racked my brain cells to how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to show this off. Now, I've done videos like this before showing off scenery, but I did this in the helicopter last time, I do believe. Well, I thought to myself, what better than to actually have a car? And then I thought to myself, I want a car. I want something like this. This is the Parallel 42 Juice Goose UTV. And it is a go anywhere, go any speed, all-terrain, buggy, 4x4, lunatics vehicle. And I thought it was the best kind of vehicle for me, if I'm perfectly honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a whole new series of videos where I'm going to take this UTV around some scenery here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I don't just mean the towns or anything like that. I mean the actual airfields. So I'm going to do payware, I'm going to do freeware, and I'm going to actually show you stuff that you don't see when it comes to just being in the aircraft. When you're on the taxiway or on the parking spot or anything like that, you see obviously the live side of the airfield. Well, what's it like on the not so live side? So we have gone back to my home general aviation airbase, which is, or airbase? Yes, airbase, which is Wickenby, and it is by Burning Blue Designs. Now, I think we all know Burning Blue Designs. They create some of the most fantastic scenery here in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm going to show off pretty much all their sceneries I've got. So, like I said, I'm going to start off at Wickenby. So we are currently sat just outside the entrance to Wickenby, and we're going to have a little joyride round Wickenby. So this thing is electric, I believe. Not a fan of electric vehicles, but hey ho. And I've driven this. I've not flown it. I've driven it once. I've got a stick. I've got a flight stick in front of me. Yet I've got a wheel in front of me. This is just weird. That don't do diddly squat, pulling backwards and forwards. My rudder pedals are my accelerator and my brake. So if I go shooting off in the wrong direction, well, yeah, one can imagine. So anyway, well, like I said, we are at the, well, there's a lay-by just outside of Wickenby. So if we just press this button, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. This is, yes, easy. So here we are at the entrance to Wickenby by Burning Blue Designs, and as you can see, we do have, well, this airfield is actually used by quite a few companies. So we have, what we have here, Agri, Cooper's Aerial Surveys, Wickenby Aviation, Coates, Wickenby Aerodrome, and the Visitor Centre. We also have a couple of depots as well in here as well. So, first of all, like I say, this is now Burning Blue Designs' version of Wickenby. So everything you see from now on is their interpretation of the scenery, and I will show you around as best I can. So we do have a monument here to obviously remember the sacrifice of bomber crews of World War II, because Wickenby was a satellite base, I think it was, for Lancasters, I want to say, or the very least RAF bombers. So this is how. Let's not crash into it, that would be stupid. So yeah, Royal Air Force Wickenby, number 1 group, Bomber Command 42 to 45, in memory of, I can't remember, 1,080 men of 12 of 626 squadrons who gave their lives on operations from this airfield in the offensive against Germany and the liberation of occupied Europe. Not much you can say about that, really, but yes, that's there in reality. So yeah, let's go back to something a little more fun, like me trying to drive this thing. So here we are, we're just crashing the main gate. And if I just find it, it's very hard to get the accelerator pedal just to not shoot off. So there we are. So the main car park of the airfield. So coming up here, we do have the Wickenby Spa cabin. After my flying, you'd probably need a spa. So, because Wickenby is a industrial park as well, got the airfield on the left here, we have a raised distribution. I don't know if they're still there. I think they are. So we have a depot. Obviously very well created. This is the kind of stuff we see when we fly out to Wickenby and basically just turn around and come back over the airfield. So we do see raised distribution here. Very, very, very good. I mean, it's you got Scania trucks. Very well created. I mean, I can believe it. Obviously, we have a person standing there in front of a trailer, in front of a unit even. But yeah, very, very realistic. If I actually swing that the other way. Okay, so we do have... Can we actually see that from this side? Let's just have a little swing around. I don't know what the turning circle of this thing's like. So again, there's all the companies that are based here, and where you go to get them. Tourist information, very good. And that is obviously a way in for people, because you can visit Wickenby. If I just remember where I'm going. My driving is not this bad normally. Let's see if we can go down here. So the main control tower, I want to say that's control tower? Yeah, it's control tower. And we have a restaurant, obviously a hospitality section. Some people are sat down on imaginary seats. That's freaky. But yes, there is the cafe, a restaurant that you can actually watch the aviation action in front of you. Obviously, this is like I say, general aviation pace. So this is most busy at the weekends and during the summer months. And I've just wheel spun. We go. If I just get this going again, thank you. This is only the second time I've actually driven this. So we do have a Hawker Hunter here. Let's see if we can just park up nearby without scaring the small little children. Do not touch. Makes sense to me. So yes, Hawker Hunter. Don't know what version it is. It's a Royal Navy Hawker Hunter. It is accurate to the scenery. There is a Hawker Hunter based here. Obviously not a live one. We have Vintage Skunk Works. Obviously a nod towards Skunk Works in America, who made the Blackbird in U2. Try not to wheel spin the place. It's very hard on this thing to actually get it to do what you want. So again, this is all Burning Blue Designs, every part of this, and it looks very, very realistic. So a bit more raised distribution and coats. Got Agri. So this would go on to the live side of the airfield. Obviously, I shall talk to Bob, who looks like he is thoroughly enjoying himself, and I shall come back in a few minutes when we can go airside onto Wickenby. So we are now onto the airside, and we shall go towards one of the parking areas, one of the aircraft sections. Again, this is all Burning Blue. Very good looking Cessna 172, I do believe. Obviously empty hangar. I've no idea what that thing is. Is it a cap? I can never work out where that aircraft is. Never. We got the fueling point. Obviously not a problem for us. Another light aircraft. I want to say that is... Oh, this is going to back my brain cell. It's a Piper. I'm sure it is a Piper. As for which version? No idea. And this is a Hawker Hunter that unfortunately is looking a little bit worse for wear. Probably something like I've been flying. And I've managed to... That's pretty impressive. This thing is lethal. So we shall go up the taxiway here, where most of the aircraft are parked up. Apologise for the noise. Right, so this is all Burning Blue Designs aircraft that are parked here at the scenery, and it is very well created. Again, I like the fact we do get people just interacting or just moving. It adds a bit more life to it. You know, we used to have scenery back in FSX days that was accurate, but they didn't have quality of life additions made to them. So yeah, it looks a lot more realistic. Some of the aircraft with their doors open, obviously pilots working on them or crews working them. R22 or 44? No, R44, R66. I can never work out which one they are. I'll say that's a 66. I'm not 100%. Diamond. Gotta love a good diamond. Another one of those weird aircraft I can't pronounce. Cessna. And a person who's actually dressed up correctly. Now, I do believe this is one of the training school Cessnas. These registration numbers, actually, I do believe, are aircraft that were based here, or are based here, as of when the scenery was created. Ubiquitous Land Rover fire engine, or some description, or emergency vehicle. Hopefully we never need it. Got a nice pub. Very good looking diamond. There's our little helicopter. So we'll just swing around, go around the front. Again, this is very, very awesome work. Burning Blue do make some absolutely creative, wonderful scenery. You can even look in, not there, don't want to look in there, look into the cafeteria. You've got paintings on the wall, Spitfire. I do believe that's Spitfire, and that's a Tiger Moth's wings. People looking at airplanes, that's always going to happen. So we'll just move over to the other side. To the vintage collection, because we have a World War I-esque, I believe a replica aircraft. I have no idea what it is. Pusher configuration, because you've got the propeller at the back. Again, this is all Burning Blue. This is nothing to do with the flight simulator. This is all Burning Blue creating this and doing a damn good job. Some light aircraft. So, because we are now at the end of one of the runways, I think you know what's going to happen. In fact, before we do that, as you can see, we have a cross runway here at Wickenby. So we have one runway running down here, one runway running across. This is the longest runway, I do believe. And Actually, no, but the other one that's the longest runway. But you do have the extensions to the runway that when this was a bomber base or an RAF base, obviously not in use anymore. So, being that we are on the end of the runway, I think it's time to do a speed test with an electric UTV. Wonder how fast this thing can go. So it looks about 80 mile an hour is about the fastest this thing goes. There is 3 variants with differing powertrains, so there is obviously more powerful. This is the weakest. So let's go over to the other side of the airfield. Another restoration area or hangar area. Again, this is very, very well created stuff you don't see. I mean, now we're in a car, we can actually see there's a bloke there just standing around, milling around an aircraft. That's perfectly normal. Obviously an engineering section or repairs area. Very well created, which is what you're going to get from Burning Blue Designs. Their work, no matter where it is always absolutely top freaking notch. So let's go around the back. Without trying to wheel spin. Or hit a valuable aircraft. I want to just see something. Let's see what. So they do have UK registration numbers. I wonder. I just hold that. I want to have a look at something. I have on my phone a registration checker, I do believe. Car checker, if I can actually, my phone wants to actually respond. For some reason I can't find my car checker. Right, so stay with me on this one, because I'm intrigued now. Car registration check. Government websites, don't you love them? Do I need to do anything to this? Yes. Aha! Registration number, right, so GH05 JF. What was that? JFG. Let's see what that comes back as. Vehicle details could not be found. I thought it was too good to look to do. You do have British number plates, and they are correct. So I've got a little blue little. Well, that one's got a blue little tab there. But no, it's obviously not going to have correct registration plates. A shame, but I'm not too fussed about that. So here we have the Frontier depot. Another depot based here. Again, you know, I mean, this is really, really well created. I mean, obviously, things like this, I don't know whether they'll be wearing the headphones and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, very, very accurate. And it's believable. And that's the main thing. It is believable. Just cross the runway. Cleared. And there we go. That's a lap of Burning Blue Designs Wickenby Airfield. And I think you'll find, I mean, I love this airfield. I love this little airfield. It's a very local airfield for me. And it suits my VFR aircraft, general aviation. And I've always said Burning Blue Designs do create some absolutely stonking scenery. Absolutely fantastic. So I hope that this shows you off just a little bit more of what Burning Blue Designs do when it comes to creating their scenery even. I will be coming back to this, and I will be going around some other airfields, and I will be doing the difference between payware and freeware, because I do have freeware scenery. RF Waddington is freeware, RF Scampton is freeware. In fact, I do believe there is a payware RF Scampton that I may purchase, and then we can judge between the two of them, which one is the best one, what is better, payware or freeware. So if you've got any questions or comments about Burning Blue Designs Wickenby Airfield, or any of their scenery packs, I do have quite a few of them. I can't remember off the top of my head now how many I've got. I turn some of them off when I'm not going to be flying in that area. I think I've got 5 or 6 of them now. But yeah, if you've got any questions or comments, please bang them below. I'm more than happy to talk about their scenery packs. And if you are interested in purchasing some realistic scenery for local airfields, Burning Blue Designs do cover a lot of well-known airfields here in the UK, and I do believe some in the other end of the world as well. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will see you guys and girls in a future Microsoft Flight Simulator video very, very soon.